The Force is strong in this review of Star Wars The Force Awakens. I have it. This review has it. You have that power too. Hello everyone, I'm Ben O'Maiden and welcome today for the review of the film I have been waiting for a very long time, Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Now this is going to be a spoiler-free review. I'm not having any spoilers in this video. I will be doing a separate spoiler discussion video because I don't want to run the risk of ruining the film for anyone in this video, because it's a film that you really want to go into blind or having just seen the trailers really, and just take it all in and enjoy without knowing as much as possible. You know, just know as little as you can, and that's the way to see it. You'll enjoy it, trust me. So here we go, my review of Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. So I was actually at the European premiere for The Force Awakens at Leicester Square, London on Wednesday, and I saw the film on Thursday morning. What an experience the premiere was, seeing all the cast come down the red carpet. I met Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, Adam Driver, Gwendolyn Christie, Harrison Ford and JJ Abrams both spoke to me. It was amazing. Just the atmosphere there was amazing, and then seeing the film in IMAX 3D was just incredible. This is one of the films where I've got to say, if you have access to an IMAX 3D cinema, see it. That is the way to go. In fact, the cinema I saw it at the Empire in Leicester Square is a laser IMAX, so it's even clearer, and honestly it felt so immersive. 3D was actually great. I know a lot of people are skeptical on 3D, but this is worth the money in 3D, and there are some shots that really benefit from 3D, and it just does help to make the Star Wars universe feel more immersive than ever. So JJ Abrams takes over the reins as director, and as you've no doubt seen publicised by him and the cast, Star Wars is returning to its roots with real locations, a lot less CGI, practical effects, sets and monsters, and boy does it pay off. It really does feel like the original trilogy, and this film is definitely the worthiest sequel we could hope for. You know, it feels like a good continuation of the original trilogy, and part of that same universe, and aesthetically JJ has just done the most phenomenal job. Everything looks slick. The action scenes are great. He knows how to do action, especially as well when it involves spaceships like the X-Wings, TIE Fighters and the Millennium Falcon. But he also does the non-action scenes well. You know, he really, the pacing of this film is great, and for 2 hours 15 minutes it flies by. And as I said, he got the best possible performances from his cast. The monster and alien effects are amazing, and the sets and scenery are just astonishing. They really are astonishing. This feels like young Lucas in the original trilogy, and a lot less like older Lucas with his CGI prequels. Without going into too much detail on the plot, it is a good story. There are a lot of things that harken back to A New Hope. It does feel like it's honouring what's come before in A New Hope. Not a rehash by any means, but at the same time the plot adds a lot of new stuff. It feels very fresh. There are great plot twists, great revelations. There are scenes that will make you laugh, cry. I mean, I saw this, as I said, in the UK, and usually audiences are very quiet here, unlike in the States, but people were cheering and clapping during the film. and when the end credits came up at the end, there was a massive round of applause. It was amazing. Of course, we have the legacy cast, as they're being known as now, returning to the film. Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher and Harrison Ford, and all three are epic in this film. Harrison, I'm a big fan of. When he said hi to me at the red carpet, I was like, Harrison Ford, wow. But in this film, he's amazing. This doesn't feel like Harrison going through the motions or doing this for money or whatever. This is Harrison Ford back as Han Solo with all his clever wit, but with a bit more maturity now. Han's aged, he's accepted like the Force is real and stuff like that. And he's one of the lead characters in this Han Solo, and deservedly so. Harrison was great. Mark Hamill, I'm not going to say too much on Luke's role because obviously it's been downplayed in the marketing. When we see Luke though, it's amazing. And Carrie Fisher, I mean, I love Carrie Fisher. Met her before. She's one of the nicest ladies ever. In fact, I've kissed Carrie Fisher and she kissed me. It was amazing, and she was great in this film. She has real gravitas as General Leia now, not Princess Leia. And she was amazing. She had some really powerful scenes, and was great seeing her back. We'll move on to the new cast now. Gotta say, Rey and Finn, Daisy Ridley and John Boyega, definitely my favourite characters in the film. Both I thought were great. Daisy's a phenomenal actress. To say she's a moving newcomer, she has just done such a phenomenal job, and she's earned this role, and she is great as Rey. But John Boyega, he's a very friendly, funny guy in real life, and he uses that in his portrayal of Finn. And honestly, Finn, he's very funny, but he also has some great touching moments with Rey and the others as well, which is just, the two of them were great. Oscar Isaac's cool as Poe Dameron. I gotta say, Lupita Nyong'o as Maz Kanata, loved that character. Hope we see and learn a bit more of Maz, whether it's in Episode 8 or Rebels or whatever other Star Wars medium. I find her a very interesting character. Captain Phasma, criminally underused in this film, if I'm honest, but Gwendolyn Christie was amazing as Phasma, as was Domhnall Gleeson as General Hux. He really channeled Peter Cushing as Grand Moff Tarkin. He had a real presence. Adam Driver, gotta say, I thought he was really good as Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren is the new bad guy, and he brings something very different to Darth Vader. Here is a villain that is, without giving anything away, he's got a lot of emotional turmoil and conflict within going on, and that to me makes him a very interesting villain. And pulling the strings somewhat, we have the other motion capture character played by Andy Serkis, Supreme Leader Snoke. I'm not going to tell you anything about Snoke because obviously JJ's kept very quiet about Snoke, other than Andy Serkis is playing him, but it's a very interesting new character, and again, I want to learn more about Snoke. So very, very cool. We also have C-3PO and R2-D2 back, which is great. We have Chewbacca back. Honestly, Chewbacca's so funny in this film. But of course, we have the new droid BB-8, and he's as lovable as he has been in all his toy forms and in the marketing. BB-8 is great, very funny, lovable character, and a new staple of the Star Wars franchise. John Williams returns to score the movie, and the soundtrack, which is now available on iTunes and other digital markets and on CD. It's amazing, and I've got to say, the particular highlight for me from the soundtrack is Rey's theme. What a wonderful, wonderful theme. But all in all, this has everything we can hope for. It feels like Star Wars. It continues the plot. We revisit old characters. We have great new characters. We have twists. We have revelations. Being a JJ Abrams film, It answers questions, but it leaves us with a lot more questions that we need answering, and hopefully Rian Johnson will answer in episode 8. Michael Arndt wrote the first draft of the script, and then Lawrence Kasdan, who wrote Empire and Return of the Jedi, he teamed up with JJ to write the final draft. And, you know, I think all three of them have contributed to an amazing story, an amazing film. This is Star Wars back at its best. I can't wait for episode 8. Check out this movie. Honestly, I'll say this, whether you're a Star Wars fan or not, I think you'll love it. I think this is going to bring a lot of new fans to Star Wars, and it's a good jumping on point for people who haven't seen it as well, I've got to say. So check it out, Star Wars The Force Awakens. Let me know what you think of the film in the comments. We are going to be posting a spoiler discussion video very soon. As I say, I was at the premiere on Wednesday, saw the film Thursday, but I wanted to wait till it was released globally to review it and share with you guys, and the same will go for this spoiler discussion. I'm going to leave it so everyone's seen it, and then we can get into the spoiler discussion. But if you haven't seen it yet, do go and check it out. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, I'm also on Twitter at BLMaiden. I'm on Tumblr, entertainmentzone.tumblr.com. And for all the latest movie news and reviews, you can subscribe to us here at Entertainment Zone. And as always, I love you guys, and may the Force be with you. Take care, guys.